In this video, we will be discussing that how to design a full adder using a 2x1 multiplexer. In my previous videos, we have designed that how to design a full adder using a 4x1 multiplexer and using 8x1 multiplexer. In this video, we will be designing using a 2x1 multiplexer. So, the process is again same. We have to write all the combinations, that is the truth table for that, A, B and C in, then my sum and then my carry is there. Okay. So, what are the possible combinations? 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So, when 0 0 0 is there, then my sum is equals to 0 and carry is equals to 0. 0 0 1 sum is 1, carry is 0. So, here sum is 1, carry is 0, then sum is 0, carry is 1, sum is 1, carry is 0, sum is 0, carry is 1, sum is 0, carry is 1, sum is 1, carry is 1. Okay. So, now I know here that I need to design a 2x1 multiplexer. Fine. So, when I have to design a 2x1 multiplexer, I know I have to divide all the inputs into set of 2 inputs, and we need 4 multiplexers in this case. Okay. So, now let us divide that into two parts, because we can handle 2 inputs at a time. So, I am dividing the truth table into part of 2 here. Okay. So, let us take, this will be my output for sum, and here there will be one y which will be output for my sum carry, or C out I will write here. Okay. So, now this y1 or the sum output, so here I0 is equals to, so what is the output? I0 equals to 0, I1 is equals to 1 here. Next I will write here I2 is equals to 1 and I3 is equals to 0. So, how I am writing? So, whatever the output is there, I am just writing that. Okay. So, now here I4 is equals to 1 and I5 is equals to 0, then I6 is equals to 0 and I7 is equals to 1. So, I am just writing the 8 number of inputs, because to design a 8x1 multiplexer I will be needing all these inputs. Then we will see that how to divide that into 2x1 multiplexer. Okay. Now, here y, so here I0 will be equals to 0, then I1 is equals to 0, then your I2 is equals to 0, I3 is equals to 1, I4 is equals to 0, I5 is equals to 0, I6 is equals to 1 and I7 is equals to 1. So, now how to design the 2x1 multiplexer, let us say. Okay. So, for 2x1 multiplexer, I know that I can handle only 2 inputs and 1 selection line is required, and to handle 8 number of input I need 4 2x1 multiplexer. So, this is one 2x1 multiplexer, then another 2x1 multiplexer, another 2x1 multiplexer. So, like this we need 4 2x1 multiplexers. So, right here this is 2x1, 2x1, 2x1 and 2x1. So, what input I can give here? One is I0, one is I1. It can handle 2 inputs. So, there will be one output. Let us say so the output will be there. Okay. Next, another 2x1 multiplexer. So, I will give here I2 and I3. For this particular 2x multiplexer, individually it is actually first input and the second input, that is I0 and I3. But for our convenience to design the 8 possible combinations, instead of writing I0 I1, I am writing I2 I3, just 2 inputs to that. So, next is I4 and I5, then further it will be I6 and I7. Okay. So, now everyone has a output here. Now, what will be the selection line for this? I know for everyone the selection line will be only one, that is S0, and here also S0 is there. Okay. Now, S0 will be which input to give here? Now, if I see the truth table, so if I consider this is what S equals to 0, S equals to 1. So, if S equals to 0, I0 is selected, if S equals to 1, I1 will be selected. Similarly, in this case, when S equals to 0, then I2 is selected, then when S equals to your 1, I3 is selected. Okay, this is for the second multiplexer. So, like this we can go on. So, what I can do here is all these selection lines I will connect to one variable, that is C in. Okay, so this will be connected to C in for all my multiplexers. Next is what will be the value of I0 and I1, I2, I3. So that I know I0 equals to 1. So which are the zeros? I0, I3, I5, I6. These values are 0. So I will take a 0 input here. So that will be connected to I0, okay, I0, I3, I5, I6. So I0, so let me use another color here. So I0, I3, I5 and I6, they will be 0 connected. Next, to other values, what will be connected? 1. So 1 will be connected to I1, I2, I4 and I7. So this will be connected to 1. Okay. Now we have 4 outputs here. For a sum we need only one output. So for that, what I will do, I will combine these two outputs to another multiplexer here. I will combine these two outputs to another multiplexer here. So here also I need another selection line, that is, let's say I will take S1 and here also let's say S1. So this will be giving me one output, this will be giving me, the second one will give me another output. In this case, what will be the selection line? So see here. Now you consider that these two scenarios separately. Okay. Now here for these two, when S equals to 0, then this multiplexer will work. When S1 is equals to 1, then the second multiplexer will work, right? So in that case, when I will give that S1 and S2, and these values will be connected to your variable B. Okay, so B will be connected here. Fine. So whenever B is equals to 0, then what will happen? So that means this one will be selected and this output will be selected. Fine. Now what happens? These two outputs are again given to another 2x1 multiplexer here. Okay. Now for this one, the input is, the selection line is S3, which is nothing but my A. So we'll see that how does that work. So see here, for A, this all values are 0 and this all values are equals to 1. That means when 0 is there, then this part of the circuit will work. For S2, okay, so this is S2. So when A equals to 0, that is S2 is equals to 0, then this part of the truth table is going to work. That means the first set of multiplexers. So this multiplexer will work. Okay, this multiplexer will work. Now means this multiplexer output will be considered in this case. So whenever this multiplexer value is 0, then what will happen? It will select only this multiplexer value. So when S1 is equals to 0, then this output will be selected. So that means after this S0 if equals to 0, I0 will be selected. So like this we have done the chronology here. Now this is my final output. So let us check that if the values of A, B, C is, let's say 1, 1, 0. In that case, what I know, my sum should be equals to 0 and my carry should be equals to 1. So whether it's happening or not, let us check. Okay, so C in is 0. C in is 0 means what? So to all the first set of multiplexers, C in is 0, that means the first input will be selected. Okay, so if first input is selected, so let me just write it here if I can. Yeah. So here the output will be I0 now, here the output will be I2, here the output will be I4, here the output will be I6. Fine. So one of this is the output. Next is the B is equals to 1 here. So B is connected to the second set of multiplexer. So when B is equals to S equals to 1 here and S equals to 1 here, so here the output will be I0. So I0 is the output here, it will come here. Okay. Now to this particular multiplexer, I4 will be the output. Okay, fine. Next is when A is equals to 1. Sorry, I did it opposite. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So when b is equals to 1, what will happen? So in this case, so b is equals to 1 means it will select the second input. That means second input, what is available here? I2. So this output will be I2. So when s equals to 1 for this one also, second output, that is I6, so output will be I6 here. Next, when a is equals to 1, so a is 1 is given where? A is 1 given to this particular multiplexer. So when is a is equals to 1, it will select I6. So here the output is I6. Now what is the value of I6? So I6 is connected to 0 here, right? So that means we are getting the 0. The sum is equals to 0 now. Fine. So this is the case for designing the 2x1 using a full adder using 2x1 multiplexer, where I am getting the sum value only. Okay, this only gives me the sum value. Now the same has to be designed for a carry as well. So I will remove all this. Yeah. So for carry, you see, so this particular part is my carry. So I have to design that as well. So using a 2x1 multiplexer again. So how to design that? So for that we need to draw first 4 2x1 multiplexers. So this is 1, this is 2, 3 and 4 2x1 multiplexer will be there. So here I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7 is there. Okay. So now there will be one output, which will be connected to another 2x1 multiplexer here. This will be one output. Again this output and this output will be connected to one 2x1 multiplexer, and they both will be connected to another 2x1 multiplexer here, right? So this final output will be equals to C out. Now what will be the input values? So see here, input values I0, I1, I2 all are 0. So I will take a 0 which will be connected I0, I1 and I2. So next, where it is 0? So I4, I5. So I4, I5 is also 0. So I4 and I5 I will connect to 0. Next, 1 is connected to I3. So let me use different color for that. So 1 is used for I3, I6 and I7. Okay. So next is A, B, C, where to connect that. So C will be connected here. So that will be C in. Okay. So all this will be connected to C now. All the selection lines are connected to C now. This is C in. Okay. Next to this one, I need to give that. So this is S0, S0, S0 and S0. Now here I need S1 and S1. So S1 will be connected to B. So this is one selection line, this is another selection. So both are connected to B. So next here S2 is there, which is connected to the A input. Okay, now let us check whether it is giving me the carry output or not. If I take the input as 0, 1, 0, in this case what is my sum? Sum is equals to 1 and carry is equals to 0 here. We will check this for this input as well, that we are taking 0, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 0 we will take for sum and we will check for carry as well. Okay. So when C is equals to 0, so see here C is connected to first 4 setup. So C equals to 0 means here the output is I0, here the output is I2, here the output is I4 and here the output is I6 for these two all the multiplexers. Next, when S1 is equals to 0, that means B is equals to 1 and S1 is equals to 1. So it will select the second output, that means this will be selected here. So here the output available will be out to I2, here the output available will be I6. Now when S3 is equals to 0, that means S3 equals to 0, it will select I2 only, so that will be equals to I2. So I2 is connected where? In this case I2 is connected to the 0. So my carry is coming as 0, so which is correct here, right? So same thing if we check in this this value also, in this full adder sum value. So all the process are same. So here instead of getting I6 we will get I2. So where the I2 is connected? So see here I2 is connected to 1 here. that means finally we are verifying that it is connected to 1. Okay, so this is one way of doing it, and other way of doing this particular problem is what? So first you design this 4x1 multiplexer, and then you know that how to design 4x1 multiplexer using 2x1 multiplexer. So how to do that? So 4x1 is there, so take 2x1 multiplexer. So this is 2x1, this will be 2x1, fine. So there will be one selection line, sorry, two selection line, so they will be connected to another as well, and these are S0, sorry, S1 and S2. Okay, and these two outputs are again given to one more 2x1 multiplexer. Here the final output is Y, and this is nothing but your A. Okay, so this is B and this is C. So from the truth table, A, B, C values are like this. So this, sorry, sorry. So this is nothing but your A, S0 is C in and S2 is B. Okay, so like this also it can be designed using 2x4 multiplexer. So if you see the final design, here 4 inputs we are handling, again 2 more will be there, so it can handle 2, it can handle 2. So finally we can have a 8x1 multiplexer which can handle a full adder.